for being with us as we welcome home Tommy Zurhellen. Tommy's walked over 2,860 miles across 8 states to highlight the challenges facing our veterans and to raise money for 2 local organizations who are doing their part to help them. Now, before we begin our program, I'd like to ask all the veterans in the audience, including those standing behind me from Tommy's post here in Dutchess County, would all the other veterans please rise and let us salute you for your service.
You have to forgive me, I'm a little bit of shock. You got to understand that I haven't talked to anybody in 5 months. I've seen people on the road, but I really haven't had a conversation, maybe once a day with a veteran in a coffee shop or something, but just meeting everybody here today, it's a little overwhelming, so forgive me if I have this crazy look on my face. Oddly, it's the same look I have on my face when I'm walking, mostly to scare the cars away. I think they're going to hit a crazy person. So my name's Tommy Zurhellen, and I'm a professor of English at Marist College. Been here 15 years, and I see we have a lot of our students and faculty here. And just look around, you see what a special place this is. When I came to the Marist team to describe this crazy adventure months ago, they didn't blink an eye. They're like, "That's great," you know. I didn't think they believed I could do it, but it's been such an honor to represent Marist over these last 4 or 5 months. People ask me, how do you do it? How do you stay alone? I'm not alone. You know, I have so many people supporting me on social media and just, you know, back home that I never felt alone once. So thank you so much for just being there for me out there. Students, I won't keep you very long. I know you got very important things to do. Plus, I know what it means to stand in one place for a long time. So I won't keep you long, but I will say a few things that are on my mind. Number one, I learned a lot while I walked across the country, give or take 2,800 miles. I learned what it meant to be a homeless veteran, and it was not pretty. The experience I had. It's really expensive to be homeless in America today. I had no idea. And all the stereotypes that we use when you see somebody, you know, outside the supermarket or something like that, they really don't apply. I've been a homeless veteran for the last 4 months, and I've learned so much. And hopefully I'm never going to take what I have for granted again. I think that's the biggest takeaway I have. I know we have a lot of faculty here too, and I want to say to my fellow faculty is that this is the kind of thing we should be doing. You know, our students are the people who want to change the world. And we always tell our students in the classroom, go out there and change the world, but we never seem to try to do it ourselves. So this crazy adventure was all bent out of frustration. I'm the commander at the local VFW, and when I started the job, pretty much every day I would be asked by a local veteran or a nonprofit for help. And I got frustrated because I couldn't help everybody. So what do you do when you get frustrated? You put on a show, or like the Little Rascals, remember them? So this crazy adventure was born. We called it Vet Zero because we want to take those numbers of 22 suicides and 40,000 plus homeless veterans down to zero. Walking across the country, people ask me, you know, it must have been so hard walking 22 miles. And it turns out walking 22 miles a day is not the hard part. It's really not. And you know, when it started out, yeah, okay, it was the hard part. So the first day, lots of crying. A little bit of crying today from me. But it turns out now 4 months in, it's not the hard part anymore. It's the mental part. It's getting up and doing it every day. And I could have gone home anytime, you know. I was pretending at this thing. but I didn't. But there's so many people out there who can't pretend, who can't go home because they don't have a home. So, although this is the end of the walk, this is definitely not the end of what we're going to be doing for our veterans here in Poughkeepsie. Just look around, and these are the people that care about our veterans, yes? How many people here know a veteran? Raise your hand. Veterans don't like to give up their stories very easily. If you know a veteran, they just don't give up their secrets to anybody. So you really have to work on them, and it really helps. And I know Adam's program, the Vet to Vet, it really helps when veterans talk to other veterans. And I know I have a lot of my brothers and sisters from the VFW behind me. So everyone here knows a veteran. So that's just all of today. Just say we can do a better job, right? Yeah? All right. So people are going to ask me, what are you going to do now? Well, the semester starts Monday. And Dr. Murray does not know this, but I forgot my password. Being away for 4 or 5 months, so I can't get into my Marist. So I have no idea what I'm teaching or when. So any students in my classes here? Anybody? You? I'm very sorry. I have no idea what we're going to do on Monday, but it'll be fun. If you want to talk about the second largest piece of obsidian in America, which I saw, I walked right by it. We can talk about that. But so apologies, young sir. I have no idea, but the effect of this walk and this project, we probably won't see it for another 6 months, right? We're not going to know. Or is it just going to go back to normal, or are we going to all just say, every day, let's think about our veterans and just make the world a better place for our heroes, all right? So thanks a lot for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Thank you again, Tommy, and for all you've done to support veterans. You're an inspiration to all of us through your service stuff. So thank you so much. We'll conclude today's program with a joint performance of the Marist Singers and Band. Afterwards, we invite you to join us for some light refreshments on the campus green right out here. I'd also like to note that the Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson are with us today, providing boxes of Girl Scout cookies for all our veterans in attendance. Tommy's is do-si-do, he says, so you better have those. Okay, so I'd like you all